Here's an interesting point. How much of the reason that we can't see the world for what it is because we're so in denial of our own emotions, that we've allowed our shadow selves to become so complete as an egoic reflection of this persona that we're not able to fully appreciate that we're in denial of who we are because we're trying to be something that we're not because the world expects it of us. What are your thoughts of us all being pretenders, in a sense, to adapt to a world that was made to make us crazy?
Okay. Yeah, I think so. But just like kind of like you can see the stimulation theory in a good light if you look at it in the big picture. I feel like that could also be seen in the big picture to be a good thing too, because like it's maybe better for us right now, and I feel that we're in a stage where we're in the transformation. We might have lost our habitat, but we know that we don't fit into this habitat. We cannot subsist in this habitat without technology. And different animals have different technologies, like like a shell for a hermit crab or something, beaver dams, beehives. These animals have different shelters that they use as well. And so it's not like it's not part of nature for us to do this, but I feel like we haven't made it in such a way that's going to be long lasting, that's going to subsist. We're in we're experimental stage of transition. And I feel like in this stage it's easier for us to be in a simulation. It's easier for us to be in a delusional state. And the transformation from being in a delusion to coming into awareness and awakeness, or from being in a simulation and not knowing about it to realizing that we are in one, all of these awakenings and realizations that we're having would ultimately realize to us that there's going to be a greater awakening happening from the ancestral trauma that's put us here. And we're going to realize such great things once we've been able to come up with the right recipe for life that's going to really crystallize for us and share with like 100 monkey theory kind of thing, where people are all going to start to understand this. I really feel like once we come to a better way of subsistence, we're all going to start to have a realization that we all need to use our imaginations to make this world our home again instead of running away from it. Right now, we're kind of living in like a hiding in a cage kind of scenario, kind of lifestyle in the world. And I think nature wants to have us back once we can find a way to be able to do it right without breaking things down for the world around us, or where we try to do it too natural and it's not working enough for us, for our needs. We need to come up with a healthy balance to be able to do mutual benefit with ourselves and the world around us. And at that point, I feel like a lot of this escapism ideations are going to drop down, and we're going to come back to um, first and foremost being able to work with creating art and music and food in the world around us and embracing the natural world. And we're also going to have that imagination back that behind that to give that a song and dance and everything and a celebration. So I feel like that, to me, that could be a beautiful way of seeing that the simulation theories not only could be something that is real, but in the bigger picture, it could be for the good. Now, you could have the simulation theory be like the evil deceiver is having us in a simulation. Now, that's kind of what Descartes came to the conclusion of without having faith in God and the meditations. But you could also see that a simulation theory could be an idea where we are in a stage in life where we're in like the seedling stage. And when we live the good life and we've found awakening and we've be able to realize compassion in our lives, maybe we can awaken from this simulation in a higher realm. And that's just a process of awakening and transformation that's on a greater scale, where in the afterlife we go into a greater realm. Maybe that's something that's real. So there's some beautiful ways to see simulation theory, and then there's some scary ways to look at it as well. So I think it's good to be able to envision them all and to have that conversation. And it was said recently that when you can have that conversation of differing perspectives, you're in a utopia. That's what a utopia is.